Yathagnir Shakti Rama Krishna Sthita Hiya Sarva Vidya Sarupam Tam Saradam Pranamamyam. As the power to burn dwells in fire, so Sharada dwells in Ramakrishna as he is Shakti, the cosmic power. I bow down to that mother who is the embodiment of knowledge. May Mother illumine our hearts. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. This morning our subject is Holy Mother and the disciples of the Master. Today is our anniversary service of Holy Mother. Last Sunday we performed the ritualistic worship. Holy Mother. Holy Mother is the spiritual consort of Sri Ramakrishna. As the tradition goes, God incarnates with Shakti, with his power. He does not come alone. Rama came with Sita, Krishna came with Radha, Buddha with Yashodhara, Chaitanya with Vishnu Priya, Sri Ramakrishna with Sharada. Always we find the avatar comes with her Shakti, with his Shakti. Sri Ramakrishna married in 1959, took his monastic vows in, 1859, took his monastic vows in 1864. Holy Mother came to stay with Sri Ramakrishna in 1872. Sri Ramakrishna worshipped her as Shodoshi. There are 10 forms of the Mother Durga. Kali, Tara, Shodoshi, Bhuvaneshwari, Chinnamasta, Bagala, Kamala, Matangini, Durga. The 10 forms of the Durga, she was one of them, Shodoshi. He worshipped and transmitted all the results of his sadhana to hers. 12 years he gathered all the spiritual treasures that he gave to his wife. Because Sri Ramakrishna knew during my absence she will conduct my spiritual ministry. And she did, 34 years. When Sri Ramakrishna married Holy Mother's mother, Shama Sundari, lamented, "By my son-in-law is a monk, my daughter will not get any children." So Sri Ramakrishna smiled and said, "Listen, mother, your daughter will have so many children that her ears will burn from constantly being called mother, mother, mother." And actually that happened. Even at Kashipur, when Holy Mother Sri Ramakrishna was during his last time, she was a little bit concerned about herself. Who will look after me? You see, it is very difficult for a Hindu widow to live alone. When the husband dies, if you have children, they will look after you. If you don't have any children, it is a joint family system. You enter in the household, you work like a maid all through your life. A widow's life is very, very sad in the Indian system, you see. I'm talking about the olden days. Now things change. Widows also can marry. Sri Ramakrishna consoled her. Why should you feel trouble? You will live as you are living now. These disciples will do for you what they are doing for me. I am leaving some wonderful children. They will look after you. Don't worry. So Sri Ramakrishna died in 1886, August. 3 disciples and some devotees went with her for pilgrimage. Holy Mother stayed in Vrindavan for a year. Then she came to live in Kamarpukur. She has a cottage. And she lived for some time, and sometimes she lived in Jarambaji. Later on, finally she moved to Jarambaji. Because her mother and brothers are there, you will have to understand, she was 34 years old when she became a widow. A beautiful young woman, it is hard for her to live alone. With some Kamarpukur, some mates, some devotees would come to stay with her at night. No relatives are there. So she thought that it would be good for her to stay in Jarambaji with her mother and brothers. She will get natural protection. Now, in 1890, she visited Bodh Gaya and she visited a monastery. And seeing the luxury of that monastery and the comforts of the monks, she prayed to Sri Ramakrishna. I shall going to tell that prayer to you. You see, the disciples established Ramakrishna Math in Baranagar in 1886, most probably in October. Sri Ramakrishna died in August, September, October. Within 2 months, they established the monastery. It was a haunted house, 11 rupees per month rent. And the disciples, they're all young kids, late teens and early 20s. They have no job. They began to travel all over India, visiting holy places, practicing austerity. They had no money to look after Holy Mother. So she came back to Calcutta and some devotees helped her. And at that time she went to Bodh Gaya and she prayed. This is a beautiful way Holy Mother prayed to Sri Ramakrishna. Master, you came down to earth, had fun with a few companions and then departed in a happy mood. Was that the end of everything? If so, what is the need of assuming a human body and going through all this suffering? I have seen many monks at Varanasi and Vrindavan who live in alms and seek shelter under trees. There is no dearth of monks like them. I cannot bear the sight of my children who have renounced everything in your name, going from door to door for a morsel of food. I fervently pray to you that those who give up the world in your name may not lack simple food and clothing. Let them live together with you and your teachings as their center. Those who are afflicted with the sorrows of the world will come to them and obtain peace by listening to your teachings. That is the purpose of your advent, isn't it so? I cannot control myself when I see them drifting about helplessly. That's a beautiful prayer. It is hard for a mother to see that her children are homeless, no food. Her heart breaks. You know, we call it love, love, love. This is called love. Swami Vivekananda came to America, returned to India in 1897, established Ramakrishna Math and Mission. And Holy Mother became the mother of the order. Her words are the final. You will have to understand, this woman has no education. And she is managing this whole Ramakrishna order through her spiritual power and love. when we manage through spirituality and love, everything becomes very smooth. Most of the organization we find they are guided by politics, power mongering, money, power, and they have all problems. So Swami Vivekananda established the Ramakrishna order. Swamiji said that mother is not an ordinary woman. She is the incarnation of Bogala in the guise of Saraswati. Outwardly, she is all calm, but inwardly, she is the destroyer of evil. It is a very interesting topic. When we read the Chanji, we find Chitte Kripa Samarenishwarata. When the Divine Mother was killing the demon Mahishasur, Chitte Kripa, her whole heart was full of love and compassion. Because the demons are also her children. Samarenishwarata, but you are wicked, you are bad. I must destroy your evil tendencies. That is the way the mother destroys the demons. Evil tendencies. Anger, jealousy, lust, mother destroys. Very interesting. Swami Vivekananda wanted the mother should have a place of her own. However, when the balloon mat was purchased, the disciples invited Holy Mother to inaugurate the monastery. She came by boat from Calcutta. The place she put her feet on the ground, the disciples took that dirt, that clay, and put in a container. And that dirt in a container is still in Sri Ramakrishna's shrine, the inner sanctuary. In the eastern side, there is a niche, which is still there. And every morning, the priest Swami offered flowers on the mothers that put dust. Amazing. Then in 1898 came plague, epidemic in Calcutta. Swami Vivekananda was trying to raise some money, but couldn't get sufficient money to conduct the relief. So he decided to sell the monastery. Balloon mat, we shall sell. Swami Shivananda, you see, if anything comes in Vivekananda's mind, very difficult to change. So, Swami Shivananda said, Swamiji, you always consult with mother before doing any kind of decision. Why don't you consult with her? You are right. Brother, let me go to the mother right now. So Swamiji came and told Holy Mother about it. My son, you have no right to sell that property. It belongs to Sri Ramakrishna. I prayed for a place for the master and his disciples. This kind of natural catastrophe will come and go. Everything will change. You cannot sell the property. Swamiji changed his mind. Mother's words were the final. She was the High Court. One day Swamiji was coming to Swamiji was coming from Belur Math to Calcutta to pay his homage to the mother. And on the way by boat, he was drinking Ganges water, off and on. Swami Turiyananda says, Swamiji, why are you drinking so much water? You will be sick. Brother, I don't have so much purity to see the mother, so I am purifying myself drinking the Ganges water. It shows that how much love and esteem they had for the mother. Swamiji asked, Holy Mother, he never saw Swamiji's mother's face. She had all a veil, but she could talk. And Swamiji did not touch Holy Mother's feet. He asked other monks and devotees, don't touch her feet. Bow down from a distance. Do you know what will she do? The moment you will touch her feet, she will suck and absorb all of your sins and bad karma. And she will suffer and make you free. How much love these devout disciples have. She has tremendous power to suck all of your karma and all sins. As a result, she will suffer from various kinds of disease. You know, when we read all these things, we understand what is called true religion. Our mother is a vast reservoir of spiritual energy. Though outwardly calm like a deep ocean, her advent is the beginning of a new era, expression of ideal womanhood. Swamiji said. Swami Brahmananda, his reverence for Holy Mother was too deep for words. Being the spiritual son of Sri Ramakrishna, he would become overwhelmed with spiritual emotion in front of the mother. He said, it is very difficult to understand mother. She moves about, veiling her face like an ordinary woman, but in reality, she is the mother of the universe. He can see the Divine Mother is seated there. Holy Mother had 3 caretakers, Swami Yogananda, Swami Trigunatitananda, and Swami Sharadananda. Swami Yogananda was from Dakshineshwar, lived with Sri Ramakrishna. One night, saw that Sri Ramakrishna was not in his room. He had doubt. Perhaps Master was secretly going to visit his wife in Nahabat. So he went out and watching the door of the Nahabat. Then after a while, he heard that some noise of the slipper, that shoes, chappal. Sri Ramakrishna was coming from the Panchabuchi Grove. And seeing him there, you are here, you did not go to sleep? He knew that Sri Ramakrishna knows everything. He was very embarrassed, doubting the Guru. Sri Ramakrishna did not mad at him at all. He was very happy. Very good, very good. Do you know what did he say? Sadhuke dine dekhbi, rate dekhbi, tobe sadhuke bishwas koribi. See a holy man at daytime and night time and then believe him, then trust him. You know, Baji Nivi, test me. As the money changer tests the coin, so test me. So Swami Sri Ramakrishna passed away. Yogananda became the attendant of Holy Mother. He went with mother to Vrindavan as a mother attendant during her pilgrimage. Then Sri Ramakrishna appeared before Holy Mother and said, initiate him. I do not talk to him. No, you initiate him. 3 days Sri Ramakrishna appeared before Holy Mother. So Holy Mother initiated him. He was the first disciple of Holy Mother. Monastic disciple of Ramakrishna, but initiation from Holy Mother. Mother said, Yogananda and Sharat are my inner circle. He was the mother's gatekeeper, shopper, did all kinds of errands, shopping, whatever mother needs, 24 hours at mother's service. His love, really, he will never go and touch mother's feet. Suppose mother stood there, when she leaves, he will go and touch and bow down on that spot. When somebody asked why, he said, I don't have the audacity to keep the mother standing and waiting for me so that I can bow down to her. That is called love and respect. If anybody would give any little money, he would save it. When mother will go for pilgrimage, she will spend this money. You know, this feeling, this thinking for others, that is called love. He died at the age of 38. He was the first disciple, passed away. He did too much charity, which brought death to him very early in his age. Mother cried for Yogananda. Next, Caretakers, Swami Advaita, Swami Trigunatitananda. He was a school boy. He used to come to Dakshineshwar to see Sri Ramakrishna without letting know his family. They were very much against. And this boy would come secretly from his school. While returning Calcutta to Dakshineshwar, at that time there is no bus, or you will have to come by sheer horse carriage. So Sri Ramakrishna told him that go to her, she will give you a coin that will help you to get the share carriage to return to Calcutta. So Holy Mother, the moment he knew that Sharada, her name was Sharada, his name was Sharada, has come, he would put that coin on her step. So they knew that this is the money for his traveling. So in 1899, he was going with Holy Mother from Bajuan to Charambaji. Mother was going by bullock cart 32 miles. From Calcutta to Bajuan, 60 miles. And then another 32 miles to Jarambaji, bullock cart. So, and that area was infested with the robbers, highwaymen. So he will go with a bamboo stick and walking in front, and then in front of the bullock cart. Then he found, it was at night time, the road was broken by the water, by the current of the water from the flood, and there was a ditch. So he told the horse carriage driver, they let me lie down, and mother's sleep will break, they get a jolt. So let me lie down, you let the wheel go over my body. Mother, however, she came to know about it, she scolded him. But you know, this incident shows that how much these disciples had love for Holy Mother. I do not dare to do that. And at that time in Calcutta, Jogin Monk told Trigunatitananda that mother needs some hot chilies. So he went to the market in Bagh Bazar. The chili was not hot enough, Sham Bazar. Then he went to Boro Bazar. Several markets he checked and beat chili and checked that whether chili is hot enough or not. Then in Boro Bazar he found some very hot chili and brought to the mother. When she came, his mouth swelled, red, and saliva was coming. That is called love. Do you know what Holy Mother says? Holy Mother says, what devotion to the Guru. He came to America in 1903 as the head of the San Francisco Center. Sharadananda wrote a letter to him that mother needs some money. He sent $300. This is the money I have. I am sending everything to the mother. I do not know what I shall eat tomorrow. That is called love. He regularly sent money to Holy Mother from America. He died in 1915. Swami Sharadananda. After Swami Trigunatita left for America in 1902, Sharadananda took over mother's care till her passing away in 1920. During this period, Sharadananda followed Holy Mother like a shadow. took care of her with love and sincerity. Mother said she is Vasuki, a mythological snake who carries the entire weight of the universe. So Sharadananda was carrying Holy Mother, his brothers, his devotees, everybody's problem is on his shoulder. Over and above, he was the General Secretary of the Ramakrishna Maharaj. So you can imagine how much weight he could carry. Amazing person, a Nora Brahman. As I said, it is hard for mothers, children also to see the mother homeless. Holy Mother has no place to live. In Calcutta, the devotees would rent a house. In Jairamati, she lived with her brothers. She did not have no freedom. She had to conduct a spiritual ministry, initiate people. No room, no house. So, he borrowed money, built a house, now Udbodhan, in Bagh Bazar, for Holy Mother. And built a house in Jairamati also, buying land from her brothers, and built a house there. So the mother could live independently. So what happened? How to pay the debt? Sharadananda started to write Lila Prasanga, Ramakrishnaji's divine play, to pay the debt of the loan of the building which he took from the devotees. You know how the disciples served. Amazing. Whenever mother was sick in Jairamati, he used to send doctors, nurse, fruits. Mother loved pomegranate, pears, apple. He used to send by parcel to come to Jairamati. If you read his letters, if Ramakrishna's divine play, I put some letters that he writing, Mother, is anything you need? Any money? Anything? Tears will come from your eyes if you read those letters. You will understand what is called love and how to love Mother. Those are I'm telling you in briefly, those are the three caretakers, Yogananda, Trigunatitananda and Sharadananda. Then, two disciples of Ramakrishna were Holy Mother's attendant in early days. Latu, Swami Adbhutananda, and Gopalda, Swami Advaitananda. These two disciples had free access to the Holy Mother, and she did not hold veil. To them, no veil. Latu, as a young, illiterate servant of Ramdatta, came to Sri Ramakrishna and served the master. Illiterate, but not a Brahman. He was meditating in the Panchavati. Sri Ramakrishna told him, O Nato, the one on whom you are meditating is here now cooking and cleaning the dishes in the Nahabad. Do you know that? Sri Ramakrishna took this boy and introduced to Holy Mother. This boy is very innocent, pure, guileless, simple. He will help your household. So Latu started to clean the dishes, kneading the dough, making chapatis, and pasting the spices. I was watching. It's nowadays in India they have cumin, coriander, turmeric, all are powder they would cook. Not in village at that time. All will come with kernels, and here is a stone slab, and here is a pestle, and you will have to, with water, then you will have to paste it. Hard job. I saw my mother, how she would do that. So, Latu will do all those work, because Holy Mother will have to cook, not only for Sri Ramakrishna, for the devotees also. So Latu became her attention. She had a wonderful relationship with Latu. Once Holy Mother was visiting Balaram's house. Everybody went to bow down to the mother. Latu did not go. Why should I go to visit mother? She knows my past, present and future. She knows my everything. But Holy Mother would send prasad to him every day. The day Holy Mother was leaving, Latu did not go. He was in his room, he was repeating, who is mother and father to a monk? He is free from Maya. And Holy Mother came near his door and heard about it. My son, Latu, you will not have to accept me. The moment he heard mother's voice, he came out from his room and jumped on her feet and he began to cry. And mother began to cry. Both are crying. Then Latu was consoling Holy Mother. It is a scene for meditation. Latu Maharaj was taking his chadar and wiping the tears from the mother's face. The son is wiping the tears from the mother's face. It is what is called love, feeling. Mother, don't cry. It is not good for you to cry when you are going to see your home. Sharat will go and bring you back. In this way, he was consoling Holy Mother. Similar scene we find in Benares in 1912. Latu Maharaj came to see Holy Mother crying at his feet. That is the last visit. And Holy Mother caressed his head and fed him. Amazing person. Swami Advaitananda, he was the only disciple of Sri Ramakrishna older than Sri Ramakrishna. He was born in 1828 and Sri Ramakrishna was born in 1836, 8 years older. So this elderly person lost his wife, was bereaved from grief, so came to Sri Ramakrishna and became Sri Ramakrishna's caretaker, nurse. And Holy Mother's caretaker in Dakshineshwar. He used to do the shopping. So many people came to Sri Ramakrishna. Holy Mother had to cook and he used to go to the market and bring all the groceries. And they had a wonderful relationship. He was just like a father figure. And when Holy Mother, Sri Ramakrishna had cancer, the doctors would prescribe the diet. And he would write down from the doctor. And then he would come and explain to Holy Mother how to cook that diet. So he was the medium between the doctor and the Holy Mother. And Holy Mother was very fond of him. And later on, when the balloon mat was built, he used to make vegetable in the garden and send all vegetables to Holy Mother. I'm just telling you that you know how the disciples had love for her. Do you know how to show? I love you doesn't mean anything. Demonstrate, show in your life that you sincerely love. Swami Brahmananda, as I already said, the president of the Ramakrishna Order, he was an illumined soul, a great mystic, and lived mostly in divine mood. But he was always vigilant about mother's needs. I'm just trying to give you two examples that how he expressed his love for the Holy Mother. Holy Mother came to visit Benares Hospital, big hospital, a guided tour, and she had arthritis. It is hard for her to walk straight. She would limp. So Swami Brahmananda arranged a palanquin for her. And Swami Achalananda became the guide. So mother sat on the palanquin and the went around. Then Holy Mother made a remark. Ramakrishna is ever present within this place, in this place. And the Mother Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, always casts her benign glance upon it. So the disciples are very happy. Several disciples are in Benares in 1912. Do you know what? Holy Mother gave a 10 rupee note, 10 rupees, as a donation to the hospital. The disciples never spent that money. They put that money in a casket and preserve it. Still it is there. In this book, Divine Play, in page 360, you will see I reproduce that picture of the 10 rupee note, which Holy Mother gave. Still it is there in the hospital, in the vault. Mother's gift we shall not spend. Then Holy Mother's nieces wanted to visit Sarnath, the place of Buddha, where Buddha started his sermon. So Alberta, Swamiji's disciple, she was the Lady of Sandwich. She is supposed to send a carriage, phaeton, fancy horse carriage for the mothers. But they did not arrive on time, so they rented a carriage, horse carriage, and mother and her nieces went there. Meanwhile, the big carriage came. Swami Brahmananda went with that carriage and with a few disciples. Then after visiting Sarnath, Brahmananda exchanged the carriage. Mother, you go to this phaeton, I shall go the rented, the hired carriage. So that was arranged. So mother returned, and this carriage, the hired carriage, while taking a sharp turn, it had an accident. We became upside down. It fell on the ground. So it was Swami Brahmananda had some cuts and bruises. Anyhow, there was nothing very bad. Later on, when mother heard about it, she made a remark, look, Rakal took the responsibility. That accident could happen to me. And all my little nieces, they would be in deep trouble. Look, how much love he had for me. Those little incidents, episodes, show what is called true love. Then Swami Ramakrishnananda. He was in charge of the Madras monastery in Chennai, South India. In 1910, mother went to Orissa for a pilgrimage. He was not well, so they went for a change. Then she expressed a wish to visit Rameshwaram, the famous Shiva temple in South India, on the coast of the Indian Ocean. Beautiful place. I went twice. So it was decided that mother would go. So in our party, 13 people, some women and men and some disciples, they all went, and Swami Ramakrishnananda arranged their stay in Madras. They came by train from Cuttack, and that was the first time Holy Mother rode on a motor car. Swami Ramakrishnananda in Madras brought a big automobile, mother rode, and she stayed there for a month, then visited Madurai, Rameshwaram, and all the time Swami Ramakrishnananda said, Mother, please let me know if you need anything or have any difficulties. I shall try to get everything for you here. And he asked South Indian devotees, please donate some money so that I can make mother's trip very comfortable in the south. You see, he had a desire that Sri Ramakrishna never came to South India. So I must bring Holy Mother and Swami Brahmananda to the south and sanctify the whole south. And he did. He was not well. He has diabetes and his tuberculosis developed, coughing, fever. But he forgets his body, comfort, everything, just to make Mother's pilgrimage successful. Then he went to Bangalore. Mother went to Bangalore. He followed Mother. Then in the Bangalore, there is a rock adjacent to our ashrama. And Mother was watching the sunset. When he heard that Mother is watching the sunset sitting on a rock, oh, Ma Parbot Bashini hoyechen. Parbot Bashini means the dweller in the mountain. That is then another epithet of Mother Durga. Parboto Bashini, dweller of the mountain. So we went there and bowed down and prayed, Om Sarva Mangala Mangalya, O auspicious Mother. It was a worth scene to see that, he fell flat at the Mother's feet on the rock. Then within a few months, he came to Calcutta. Mother went to Jairambati. He came to Calcutta. Then he died from tuberculosis. Then came Swami Niranjanananda. He had tremendous love for Holy Mother. I shall read one dialogue to you, then you will understand that how beautifully he talked to Girish. Girish used to think that Sri Ramakrishna was God, Holy Mother was just an ordinary woman. That was his view. Once a day I told him, Girish, Brother Niranjan, it is a pity that I cannot now see Sri Ramakrishna, who is my refuge, my only refuge. Niranjan interrupted me, saying, why? Mother is there. Is there any difference between the master and mother? Can you imagine Narayana without Lakshmi, Shiva without Parvati, Rama without Sita, and Krishna without Radha or Rukmini? I was taken aback. I told him, what do you say? The master and mother are one and the same? Niranjan replied, well, you believe that Sri Ramakrishna was an avatar, God incarnate in human form. Do you mean to say that he took an ordinary woman as his spiritual partner in his divine life? You must remember that the words of our master, Brahman and Shakti, are one and the same. Though in manifestation they appear to us as two. Mother is Shakti. The Shakti is Purna Brahma, Ramakrishna. Bas, Girish was, then let us go to Jairambati and visit the mother. His whole life was changed from this dialogue. He is not an ordinary woman. She is not. Swami Shivananda. In 1892, Shivananda and Ramakrishnananda went to Jairambati to visit mother. Then one day they planned to cook for her. When they proposed, mother says, my goodness, it is the mother cooks for the children. Children do not cook for the mother. I shall cook for you. Well, no, mother. We are Brahmins. You see, in village, it is very... A non-Brahmin cannot cook for the Brahmins. Mother, we are Brahmins. We must cook for you. Sri Ramakrishna, we cook for Sri Ramakrishna. So they cooked. She mentioned that our mother helped, took our service. Not only that, he had fever. So after 2-3 days, mother was so concerned, she was going from door to door to bake some milk so that she can make some barley, milk and barley, or shagu, the milk cooked with this for the people, those who have malaria. So Ramakrishna, these two disciples planned that we should not give trouble to the mother. We shall leave. So they left by bullock cart, and mother was very sad that they are not well enough to start their journey, but they did not want to give trouble to the mother. Sometimes it happened, one monk ran away from the monastery. He did not get along, and I think somebody scolded him. He came to Jairambaji, and mother heard everything about him. Then he wrote a letter to Swami Shivananda. My son, the Noggin, came to me. Please forgive him, don't scold him. In this way, he wrote a letter. She wrote a letter to Shivananda. And I am sending him back to the monastery. He came and showed the letter. My goodness, you have gone to the High Court. You have gone to the High Court. Mother's order is final. Then he said, Mother, we are looking for him. Please send him back. And he was accepted. Anyhow. 86. Our mother's name is Sharada. She is the goddess Saraswati herself. Out of her grace, she bestows knowledge of God. Without this knowledge, one cannot have devotion. Pure knowledge and pure devotion are the same, and one can attain both by her grace alone. Swami Shivananda said. Then Swami Premananda. Sri Ram, Holy Mother was very fond of Premananda also. He was coming from a Javuchis family. He was the manager of the monastery. And from the monastery he used to send milk, vegetables, and whatever she needed, flowers, fruits. Because mother used to live in Calcutta, in Belur Math, 4 miles the other side of the Ganges. This is the way that through gift we show our love, our feeling, our concern. That we see that whatever they had, they used to all offer to the mother. Swami Ramakrishnananda said, being the empress of the universe, she has assumed the mask of a poor woman. She sweeps the floor, washes dishes and vessels, husks paddy, and even removes the leavings of devotees after eating. She has been undergoing this hardship at Jairambaji in order to teach householders their household duties. She has infinite patience, boundless compassion, and above all, complete absence of ego. Once a devotee came for initiation, Brahmananda refused. So he went to Jairambaji and Holy Mother initiated him. Holy Mother became very sick. She was a very bad person. He was. Then when the news, Mother says, Rakal sent this person to me. When that news came to Belur Math, Swami Brahmananda became grave. Generally, son sends good thing to the mother, sends such a bad one to me. Then look what Swami Turiyananda, Swami Ramakrishnananda, Swami Premananda mentioned. The poison that we cannot digest, we pass on to the mother. The mother is giving refuge to all. She is the embodiment of infinite power and boundless grace. Victory to the mother. Even the master would accept people only after a lot of testing and screening. And what we do, what we see in the mother's life, it is indeed amazing that she gives refuge to all indiscriminately. She took everyone. Good, bad, doesn't matter. All are my children. Swami Abhedananda. He was in the US for 25 years. He was a strict vegetarian. and he was not doing well, so the doctor advised him to take some non-vegetarian food. So he wrote to the Holy Mother. Mother wrote a beautiful letter and said, "You work very hard and it is a cold country. Please eat non-vegetarian food. It will not do any harm to you." You see, even little things the disciples would consult with the mother. He wrote that hymn, Prakriting Paramam Abhayam Varadang Naradupadaram. So he went to Holy Mother and said, "Mother, I composed a hymn on you." "On me? Hymn?" "Yes." So he was reciting that hymn. There is one line, Rama Krishna Gata Pranam Tannamo Shavana Priyam Tadbhava Ranjita Karam Pranamami Muhur. Rama Krishna Gata Pranam, I mean, his mind is absorbed in Ramakrishna. The moment she heard, she became motionless. Ramakrishna Gata Pranam. Next, Tannamo Shavana Priyam, I mean, listening your name, people get bliss. The moment she heard that line, tears came from her eyes. Tadbhava Ranjita Karam, the moment she heard that line, the Swami saw Holy Mother was not there. Sri Ramakrishna was seated. Holy Mother merged with Sri Ramakrishna instantly. When we read these things, we understand who was Holy Mother and who was Sri Ramakrishna. Amazing. Turiyananda said, "The Mother is the great divine power. She exists in this world to do good to humanity. We try our utmost to raise our minds to the throat center, while she uses Radhu to force our mind down to that place. Try to understand this mystery. Victory to the Mother, the primordial power." Do you know what that means? In the 6 centers of Kundalini, her mind does not go below throat chakra. Most of the people's mind below navel. Here. It does not go below. Think about her purity. Pavitram charitam yaisya, pavitram jivanam tata, pavitrata sarupinai, tasvai debbai namo namaha. He was the embodiment of purity. Thinking of touching her, you will be pure. That she said, one person was, "I am not pure, touch me." If you touch Mother, you will be pure. Swami Shubodhananda, I am just going to read a few things from the disciples. The Master and Mother are one, as the obverse and reverse of the same coin. As fire and its power to burn are identical, so are they. They are complementary to each other. The Mother is Mahamaya, the primordial power. When God incarnates, she also comes with him. Otherwise, the play of an avatar remains incomplete. Swami Vigilance. I repeat the Mother's name as Ma Anandamoyi. There is a special effect of chanting the Mother's name. She protects the spiritual aspirants from lust. I experience this. One can attain devotion, faith, sincerity, intelligence, wealth, and opulence by the power of her name. I derive more strength from the Mother's name than from the Master's. It happened, Swami Vigilance used to go and maintain distance from the Mother. So one day Swamiji said, "Hey, Vashon," Vigilance, very monastic name, "did you bow down to the Mother?" "No, Swamiji." "Go, bow down to the Mother." So Vigilance went, and from a distance, he bowed down like this. He did not know that Swamiji was following him. "Vashon, is this way to bow down to the Mother?" "Put Shastango, fell flat on the floor and with complete prostration. That is the way one should bow down to the mother. Later Swami began, they used to say, I did not believe that Swamiji will follow me. Swami Akhandananda said, Holy Mother is the goddess Annapurna, the mother of the universe, and Lakshmi of Vaikuntha, heaven. This time God himself incarnated as Sri Ramakrishna, and the goddess as our Holy Mother. God and goddess both are necessary to perform the avatar Leela, or the divine play of the earth. As many times God has incarnated an avatar from Ramchandra to Chaitanya, so many times his consort has come. So our mother became Sita, Radha, Jashodhara, Vishnupriya. Nowadays, when our parents become old, we put them into a nursing home or a retirement home. You see, in our time, when the joint family, our parents always lived with her son. When they become old, the sons are the social security. They will take care of the elderly parents. But nowadays, even in India also, they send to retirement home or a nursing home or to me it is very painful, very painful. My mother gave birth to this body, went through so much suffering to raise me, gave food, gave education, my childhood days. And if we become ungrateful to that mother, which is a great number one sin to me. When I was reading these things, I was thinking deeply about the present day, how we treat our parents. I remember one young man came to Los Angeles. Swami, my mother lives in an apartment. I have apartment. So from my office, I first go to my mother and I see that what she needs. And then I go to my home, but my wife doesn't like it. She divorced me because I go and serve my mother. It hurts me, Swami. Uncle, good. You don't need that wife. When I hear these things, it hurts. It hurts. The son or daughter should understand that how our mother raised us. Unthinkable, really unthinkable. We could not live in this world without the help of the mother. We should be grateful. We must serve them, love them. Just I read, just see that these children of Sri Ramakrishna are not the biological children of Holy Mother, but how much love and care they give to the mother. That we must learn. That we must follow. Thank you. Ramakrishna Gata Pranam Tannam Savana Priyam Tad Bhavaranjita Karam Pranamami Muhur Muhur. She whose life energy is merged in Ramakrishna, who delights in hearing his name, whose personality has been colored with his spirit, to her I bow down again and again. Om Shantihi, Shantihi, Shantihi. Peace, 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 Penthood.